So, I mean, it's like, was it cool in my neighborhood to read? You know, it was cool to be dumb, I always say. And that actually, you know, I wouldn't take nothing back. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't take nothing. My journey and what I went through, I just wouldn't take any. The way I did it and the way it happened, it had to happen that way. So it's hard for me to say that I wish that wouldn't happen, because I was supposed to learn how to read at 30. You know, I wasn't supposed to. I was supposed to do comedy and do all the things that I was doing, and then at 30, I'm like, oh, this is what I need to do. This is the way I'm supposed to live life. I need to know how to read. I need to know how to write. And if I was able to read and write, and when Jeffrey came to us about the Ben Wilson story, and I would have wrote that, it wouldn't have been time, because I didn't know Billy Moore. You know what I mean? So it's like everything happened for the reason that it happened. That movie's supposed to happen right when it's gonna happen. And I can't even say when that is. God willing, when it happens, you know? So it's just one of them things that, you know, my whole journey in life, I wouldn't take nothing back, and I thank God for every moment, the good, the bad, the ugly. It don't even matter. I just feel like this is where I'm supposed to be, because I'm right here, right now, talking to my boy Jello, who I just seen at Storehouse the other day. Yesterday, I just flew in. So Brian Maddox, you know what I'm saying? It took me to France, showed me a whole nother experience in life, you know what I'm saying? Walks up at the Storehouse, and we all here, you know what I mean? So it's like everything is for this moment. So that's how I look at life. So we you know, doing music videos and, you know, just, you know, building our careers. Me and Chike, my man Brian Maddox, who I knew, you know, just knew from Chicago, period, came to us because he was working at an agency, and it was like, yo, we got an opportunity with, you know, to do this Courvoisier joint with Big Tigger in France. Like, France, bet, let's do what we got to do, let's go, right? So he put it all together, and we wound up going, not even knowing we was gonna get. You know, like I said, don't let your imagination get in the way of God's manifestation. We get there, it's a big chateau. I think it was Napoleon's chateau, this huge house that we stand at, right? So we go in, and we all had our own big room, huge room, antique furniture, beautiful spot. I'm talking about we're butlers, everything. You know, we'll come out, Courvoisier sitting there, we drinking. We drunk some Courvoisier that was as old as George Washington. They took us to like cellars, and then we'd come out, we'd be in a big factory, right? Going through the factory, big ass barrels everywhere. We'd go in one room, it'd be a table set out with the best food you could want. A butler be at the end of the table, and we like, what in the world? It was insane. It was to the point where, not for nothing, we wind up with the blend master running to the train to go to Paris. We get to the train with the blend master of Courvoisier, go to Paris. We like want to kick it. We like, man, let's go to the strip club. We go to the strip club. We in the strip club, and we like, okay, well, since we were Courvoisier, we probably should drink Courvoisier. So we like, y'all have any Courvoisier? They was like, we don't. And we was like, okay, we'll figure it out. Next thing I know, they come to the table with some Louis, whatever, the most expensive Courvoisier, like, oh, they said you guys might be coming, and gave us that. That's how crazy this trip was. It was the best trip. Like, this is one of them trips you'd be like, I wish my mama never could be here experiencing this, right? You know what I'm saying? Or my girl, whoever. It was one of them trips, and I thank my man Brian Maddox for that experience. You know, me and Chike had, and Big Tigger, we kicked it. Oh, it was crazy. With that experience, I mean, I just realized that, I mean, just going to France, period, and just seeing a whole nother, you know, culture, period. You know what I mean? And meeting these great people, and just seeing how they just took to Tigger. You know what I'm saying? We know him from the hip hop, from the basement. You know what I mean? And him, he was a collector of cognac. You know what I mean? Like, who would have known? You a collector of cognac? Like, what? Who collect cognac? And just to bring the two worlds together, even though cognac is our drink, we do, you know, we some Hennessy, Courvoisier, cognac drinkers, you know, our culture is, but to go experience on how it's being made, and to know, oh, cognac is cognac France and not just cognac a liquor. You know, to even know the region and all that. It was just one of them things, and I think that that you know, I wouldn't say that's the first of that, but you know, hip hop was just growing at that time, and all the brands knew that they needed to get on board with what was about to be what it is now, which is the biggest thing. You know, hip hop is the culture of the world. You know what I mean? So we was at the, I wouldn't say the forefront, but we got to experience that in another way.